Hi everyone. What I'm going to talk about is something that happened to me probably in the early 90s, I guess. For those of you who don't know, I'm a gunsmith, and I worked as a gunsmith and had my own business. And I got a call from one day. A guy had a Model 12 shotgun, and he wanted to bring it in. So this man showed in, and he was quite elderly. I don't know how old he was, but he was up there. And he came in, and I looked at the gun, and it was a beauty. I looked up the date. It was made in 1958. It was brand new. I mean, it was just gorgeous. It was beautiful. You know, you don't see Model 12s in that kind of condition, Model 12 Winchester. So anyway, I was talking to the guy, and I noticed the coat he was wearing said Trans-Canada Airways. Now, for the younger people and for people who aren't from Canada, Trans-Canada Airways was Air Canada up until 1963. I think it was in 63 or 64, they changed the name from Trans-Canada Airways to Air Canada. And I said, did you work for, I said, I haven't seen that for a long time. I said, did you work for Trans-Canada Airways? He said, yeah, and then Air Canada afterwards, until I retired. I said, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. And I said, you flew during the war? He said, oh yeah, I flew during the war. He goes, I started out west as a bush pilot. And I said, oh yeah. I said, did you know Wop May? Wilfred Wop May. He goes, yeah, I used to work for him. Now, a lot of people don't know who Wilfred Wop May is. He is the guy that the Red Baron was chasing when Roy Brown, according to the Canadians, or the Australians on the ground, according to the Australians, shot down the Red Baron. And, you know, I'm like, you know, I'm going, wow, I know a guy who knew the guy who was being chased by the Red Baron the day he was killed. I mean, that's like, you know, degrees of separation. That's 3 degrees of separation. I mean, wow. You know, and I've always been like really impressed by that. I thought, wow, that is really, really cool. You know, here's a guy. He worked for Wop May, who's an interesting guy. You know, he started the first bush pilot company in Canada, and in 1928 there was a diphtheria epidemic in Fort Vermilion in Alberta, and he flew the vaccine in, and the media got a hold of the radio at the time, and they did this whole radio bit. Will he make it? You know, will he get there on time? And he had to land on the ice, and you know, he got back, and you know, he's a national hero. And when the Second World War came along, he joined up again. He'd been in the Royal Flying Corps in the First World War, and in the Second World War he's in the Royal Canadian Air Force. And he was too old for combat, but what he did do is he started a program. The Americans were fearing a lot of aircraft through Canada over into Russia to help the Russian war effort. And the big problem is that when the planes went down, they had to look for the pilots, and in a lot of cases they would have been hurt. So he started a program where they flew up, and when they located the area, they dropped parachutists in, medics, to help the guys on the ground. And for that, he received from the United States, I believe it's called the Medal of Freedom, in I think 1947 or something like that. So he's quite the guy. Wilfred Wop May. Wop May was it was a nickname given to him when he was a kid, and but he was the guy being chased by the Red Baron. Thus the title. You know, the Red Baron, Wop May, and me. So, I mean, it's you know, I find it really interesting. Anyway, I hope you liked the story. Till the next time.